What's going on, everyone? Optimistic Zeke here.
Icomania here.
Welcome to another book review. Today we are going to be taking a look at this double-sided NES/SNES book. This is the NES side, and if you turn it over, you'll get the Super NES side. So yeah, right now we're going to take a look at the we're going to look through the NES side first. Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, you did. You just said that.
I must have broken record syndrome.
Probably do.
Anyway, so let's take a look at this bad boy. The NES book. Welcome. Yeah, and this has actually been published by the same guys that publish Retro Gamer magazine. Here, NES book, contents.
You got Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you got your Donkey Kongs, you got Metroid, you got Contra, you got Legend of Zelda, you got... Yeah, you got Punch-Out, you got some Kid Icarus in there, some Duck Hunt, some Excite-Bike, some Mega Man. Mega Man is awesome.
I like Mega Man too.
Over 30 years of NES. In my opinion, dude, this is like the greatest gaming console ever made. For a lot of reasons. I mean, after the crash of '83, Nintendo took a gamble and released this bad boy in 1985 to a test market in New York.
Yeah.
And the rest was history. I mean, it had a lot of awesome games. It made gaming great again.
Yep.
Now, I gotta think it's Atari. They had a lot of good games too, but they also had quite a few bombs. Yeah. But that's a story for another time. Okay, in case you want to know what it looked like under the hood, there you go. And here's the Rob the Robot. You know, there are only 2 games made for that thing.
Oh,
after that,
yeah.
they just didn't do a damn thing with it.
No, he didn't.
And yes, perfect 10 games. Let's see what we got here. Number 1, Duck Hunt. Number 2, Super Mario Brothers, naturally. Number 3, River City Ransom. Number 4, Mega Man 2. Number 5, Punch-Out. What are 6 through 10? Well, you're gonna have to pick this one up to find out for yourself. Of course, you probably are looking at it right now if you're watching this video, so I'm just gonna shut up.
That is.
And we got the rest here. Bunch of random games. We got Tetris 2, got some Ms. Pac-Man in there, some Bionic Commando, among many others. And check this out, they got a full spread on Metroid, the original Metroid.
I like the Metroid games. I mean, they're good.
Ultimate Guide to Super Mario Brothers 3. This is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
One of my favorite games on the system. It's kind of a tie between that and Legend of Zelda.
I like Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, we'll probably run into that too.
Yeah.
No, this is pretty freaking cool though.
Yeah,
like how they have all the maps and stuff. Hey Mikey.
Yeah.
You remember the movie The Wizard?
Yeah, I remember.
This has a full-blown article on that movie too.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, this is actually when they debuted Super Mario 3 for the first time. At the end of the movie, the climactic end to that movie, they basically debut Super Mario Brothers 3. The game that everybody wanted that year. When it came out, stores could not keep it in stock. I'm sorry.
Fred Savage, his debut. That was his first movie.
I don't think so. I think he's been in other movies before that. But a lot of us know him for playing Kevin Arnold in The Wonder Years.
Yeah, Kevin Arnold in The Wonder Years.
But yeah, dude, I didn't really. When I was a kid, dude, I didn't really care about the main story of the film. I just cared about what games it had.
Right.
That's what a lot of his a lot of the kids back then cared about was the game. If they're playing a game, like, oh, what's that? What game is that? What's he playing? Oh man, that's got to be Mega Man, or oh, that's got to be Contra, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, Mikey.
Yeah.
Remember this one?
Yeah, I remember it.
Remember how hard the 3rd level was? That damn turbo tunnel?
Yes, I do. I remember.
Dude, that was like my least favorite stage. I mean, you get to that 3rd stage, the turbo tunnel, and you can't get past it.
No, you can't.
It was a headache and a half.
I like the first level. I mean, the first level.
First 2 levels, they were a breeze to get through, but when you get that when you got to that third level,
Mm-hmm.
it was tough as nails.
That wasn't
and
a cakewalk, I can tell you that right now.
no, and I bet the NES Advantage couldn't make it any easier.
No, I got this right here.
Oh, the the NES Advantage. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dude. So do I. I also got the NES Max. I got a lot of stuff for my NES.
So,
we'll probably have to do a collection video sometime.
Yeah, we should.
And how cute! They even have an article in here about the NES Classic Edition. That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, I mean it's practically a plug and play.
Yeah, just
but still, it was worth mentioning. I mean, still some of the games I've seen here that's on there, like Punch Out being one of them, Mega Man 2, greatest NES games of all time. What's number 1 on the list? Pick up the book to find out. Okay, looks like that's all we're going to show you from the NES side. If you want to know what else is in there, you're going to have to pick it up. So I guess it's on to the Super NES side. Okay, so here we got the Super NES side. Everything you need to know about Nintendo's Game Changer. Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
History of Mario Kart and SNES Mini Breakdown, Mode 7 Moments, and a whole lot more. So I'm going to stop yammering and we'll start taking a look. Welcome to the Super NES Book. Yeah, in case a lot of you at home were wondering that don't know this, what's pictured here is the European version of the Super NES, which looked like the Super Famicom in Japan. We got something totally different in the States, but I don't care what the system looks like, just as long as it does the job and it has awesome games for it, and awesome games it had.
Yeah, it has.
And here is the console itself, the European consoles.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the controller looks a tad different, but
yeah, it does.
It still does the same job, and it has the same controller ports as the US model.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on. Secret of Mana, I've heard of that game. Castlevania 4, or I'm sorry, Super Castlevania 4. There's a screenshot of that in there. One of my favorite all-time. That's actually my top favorite Castlevania game is 4.
Yeah.
Just because it has an awesome soundtrack and the gameplay is just phenomenal.
I like Super Mario Kart. I mean, it's a good
Super Mario Kart, yeah, very first Super Mario Kart was on this system.
Yeah.
Go figure. Perfect 10. Let's see what we got here. Super Mario Kart, number 1. Number 2, Super Metroid. Number 3, A Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda. I said that backwards. Oh well. Number 4, Contra 3, The Alien Warriors. And number 5 is Axelay, or Axelay, I don't know how to pronounce it. And 6 through 10, again, you're going to have to pick this one up to find out what those are.
Dang.
Yeah, speaking of Street Fighter 2, here we have a screenshot from Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yep.
This came out right around the time Championship Edition came out on Genesis. They're both very good in my book. They're both very good. I like them both. I don't have a preference. I'll play either or. Like if I have a Genesis in front of me and a copy of Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, I'll play that. If I got SNES with Street Fighter 2 Turbo in front of me, I'll play that. So,
right.
Like either one, I'll play. I don't care. If I have them both in front of me with both versions of the game, then I'll just have to flip a coin. Now, will I?
Yeah.
Here we have The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Full article on that. That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, this game actually made use of the SNES Mode 7 graphics. Yeah. Quite nice.
Yeah, it is.
Joe Mikey.
Yeah.
When you got your SNES, do you remember what your packing game was?
It was Super Mario. It was Super Mario Brothers World.
Oh, Super Mario World?
Yeah, Super Mario World.
You know what mine was?
What?
This game right here, Super Metroid.
Man, you're lucky.
Dude, I just got smart. I could have gotten the one with Super Mario World or Super Metroid or even Donkey Kong Country. But I chose to get the one for Super Metroid because I've just gotten the original Metroid for my NES.
Yeah.
Like a month before I got my SNES, so I decided to go with the Super Metroid console. But yeah, this is actually one of the best Metroid games, if not one of the best games on the system, or just in general. I mean, this too also had a kick-ass soundtrack. And series highlights. Again, you want know what those are, pick this up. And here's one about the SNES controller. Now, what could we say about the controller that hasn't been said? I mean, it's like the perfect controller for any games, including fighting games.
Right.
I actually prefer this controller over the 6-button controller for the Genesis.
Right. I mean, this control's a lot better.
No, it's a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, a lot more.
I mean, the shoulder buttons. This is like the introduction to the shoulder buttons on any console.
Yeah.
And then like right before the 5th generation of consoles, like the N64 and the PS1.
I didn't like the
PlayStation.
N64 controller.
Well, the controller had those shoulder buttons. PS4 had 2 sets of shoulder buttons, but it all originated from the SNES controller.
Yeah.
So that controller had some awesome innovations in itself. Yeah, comfortable. It worked. It worked great. Big improvement over the NES controller. I will give it that. Mode 7 Heaven. Now, what is Mode 7? The hell if I know. All I know is that it displayed some awesome graphics, and a lot of these games made very good use of them. Like, here's a few of them right now. Contra 3D Alien Wars, Demon's Crest, Chrono Trigger, Super Castlevania 4, Super Mario Kart. What else do we have? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, one of my favorite beat-em-ups.
Yeah.
I know it's sliced, but who cares? ActRaiser, Run Saber, Exhaust Heat, Hyperzone, Super Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, of course Super Mario World, and among many others.
Mario World.
Yeah, speaking of Super Mario World, here's your packing game right there.
Yeah.
This was definitely a big improvement over Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, it is.
Took what was great about Mario 3 and multiplied it 1,000,000 times over.
Yeah.
Hell, they even get mention of the Game Boy Advance version. That's pretty thoughtful.
Yeah, it is.
Super Turrican. I don't really know much about this game. I'm probably going to have to check it out if I come across it in my travels. And they even talk about the SNES Classic Edition and among the many games that it comes with.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Okay, so that's going to do it here for this book review. We would like to thank you all for watching, and until next time, we will see you later.
I'll see you down the road.